Okay, this is recording. Hello students, thank you for attending this makeup class. I'm really grateful for you attending at when you're on the weekend, especially on this Saturday. So for our makeup class for today, we're going to talk about another subject that is, let me share my screen first. This. For today, we're going to talk about announcement text. So before we get into the main lesson, I'm going to play for you a little bit of an audio recording of an announcement text, an example of it, and I will play it a maximum of times. So if you can, please listen it carefully because there will be some questions afterwards that correlates with that recording. Can everyone hear the audio? It's going to play soon.
Not yet, sir.
Not yet, sir.
Attention, please. To celebrate.
Can you listen to that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. It's audible
So-
in me,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. I'm going to play it again.
Attention, please. To celebrate our school anniversary, there will be held a musical competition that involves all the school members, including teachers, students, and all the staff. The musical competition will be divided into several categories, such as singing, drama, poem, and many more. Date, 27th to 31st June 2022. Time, 8:30 a.m. Venue, School Hall. Don't miss the event and join in. Make sure you are all involved and well informed. There will be cool prizes for the participants. For more info, please contact Adelia at 081124568876. School Committee. Evan Sanders.
That was the first video recording play. I'm going to play it again for the second time.
Attention, please. To celebrate our school anniversary, there will be held a musical competition that involves all the school members, including teachers, students, and all the staff. The musical competition will be divided into several categories, such as singing, drama, poem, and many more. Date, 27th to 31st June 2022. Time, 8:30 a.m. Venue, School Hall. Don't miss the event and join in. Make sure you are all involved and well informed. There will be cool prizes for the participants. For more info, please contact Adelia at 081124568876. School Committee. Evan Sanders.
Okay, now that you have listened to the recording for 2 times, we're going to move on and answer some questions regarding this audio. Let's take a look at the first questions. Now, for the first questions, what was the content of the announcement text about? Do I have any volunteers who want to answer?
Yes, sir. I want to answer, sir.
Thank you, Ruben.
Okay, based on the audio that I've just listened, I think the content of the announcement text is about celebrating school anniversary, sir.
Okay, thank you, Ruben, for your answer. I'm going to keep it first, then we'll discuss the answer. Thank you for that, Ruben. Okay, for the second one, was there a title for the announcement in the audio recording? Can I have maybe Noel? Can you answer the second one?
Yes, sir.
Actually, I don't remember the title, sir. I think I missed that one.
Okay, but can you still answer it? Is it just answer yes or no, if you can,
Oh,
if you can remember it?
oh, yeah, I don't remember, sir.
Okay, that's okay. Does anyone want to answer the second one?
I think
Me,
there was no
sir.
titles, maybe, sir. Oh, pero,
Oh, was that Titania? Or was
oh
it
no,
Jerry?
that was Aurora.
Oh,
That
was
was
that Aurora?
Aurora.
Yes, Aurora?
I think musical, musical
Okay,
or something.
okay. Thank you for the answer, Aurora. Now, the third question. Who is the school committee based on the announcement of the audio recording? Can I get Jerry to answer this, please?
I think it was Evan Sanders.
Okay,
He was the school committee.
thank you for the answer, Jerry. And last question. Is the content shown below correct or incorrect? Date 27 to 31st June of 2022. Time 8:30 a.m. Venue school hall. Can I get Noel once again?
Yes, sir. I think it's correct, sir.
Okay,
If I
thank you for the
remember
answer.
correctly.
Now, moving on, let's see the answers and discuss some of it. Now, for the first question, what is the content of the announcement text about? Probably the answer is schools competition. Now, was there a title for the announcement in the audio recording? Yes, there was. The title for that announcement recording was just "Attention Please." That that attention please can be considered a title for the announcement text. Now, who is the school committee based on the announcement in the audio recording? And Jerry was right. The answer was Evan Sanders. And lastly, is the content show below correct or incorrect? The correct answer is correct. All of these, the date, time, and venue, all relates to the audio. Thank you all students for participating in that quick warm-up. Now we'll go into the main lesson. Now, I'm going to explain to you a little bit about announcement, or even what announcement text is. First of all, the definition of an announcement. Now, announcement is one of the short functional texts, meaning in dictionary or even in English verb, the meaning of announce is to make a formal public declaration about a fact, occurrence, or attention. Meaning, an announcement is an official notification about something, whether it is presented in written or spoken form to the public. Now, based on that, the social function of an announcement text is to make a formal notice of certain events which has happened or going to happen. Does anyone understand up to this point?
Yes, sir. I understand about it, sir. Thank you,
Okay.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Ruben, Noel, and Jerry for answering. Moving on, we're going to take a look at the general structure when it comes to creating an announcement text. The general structure is divided into three main points. There is an opening, there is a content, and there's some closing too. The opening is basically just its title, means that it contains the name or the main theme of the announcement for business, events, or even celebrations. For the content, it basically has five main ideas. The who, the whom, meaning to whom your announcement is for. The what, the purpose of the announcement. The when, meaning the date, the time, the day of the event that will be had. The where, the place where the event will be had, be it in the form of an address or even a location. And lastly, the who, meaning who writes the announcement or who publishes the announcement itself. And lastly, for the closing part, it mainly contains a contact information, meaning it contains the information of contact of the person who makes it, or even the place where they work. Are you guys still following me? Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so far so good, yeah. Now, this is a general form. I'm sorry if the image is a little bit blurry, but this is a general form in a form of an announcement. The attention please or even just saying announcement, it considers as a title. The what is the purpose of the left side announcement is the purpose is Nusantara train will depart in Semanggi Tegal. That's the announcement. The when is in few minutes. The where is at the train station in Kendal, Batang, Pekalongan, Pemalangan, and Tegal. Now, and the how in the attention announcement text in the left. How is by passengers please get ready on track 3. On the announcement on the left, it shows the when also. The what, the when, the where, and the why. For the left one, the what is for please go to the test site. Sorry, for the passengers who must take a rapid antigen test. The when it starts as January 1st, 2021. For why, for the due to the spread of COVID-1. The who, the one who makes it is the management, and how to do the rapid test is they have to go to the test site and show their ID card. So this is the plethora of forms of announcement text in 2 different forms, but they always contain the title, the main function of the content, like the what, when, where, why, who, and how, and also the closing. Moving on is the language features when making an announcement text. There's not really much difficult things when you're creating an announcement text. The only things that you have to remember is that when the language features that you use are simple present tense, meaning use the subject and the verb one, and use the simple future tense. Also, there are no conjunctions when you're creating an announcement text. Now, things to look out for when you're making an announcement text. There are 4 main points that I want you to remember. First, it has to be straightforward. Keep it short, inviting, and to the point. Clear and complete. Sorry. And lastly, if you're making an announcement like for something bad or for grieving, you have to make it direct and no nonsense statement. Okay. So far so good, all. Or
Sir, I have
does
sir.
Yes, sir.
okay? Hey, Ruben.
So when we want to make an announcement text in other words, the things that we need to pay attention is the text must be concise. The text must be also needs to be clear and complete, and also straightforward or to be directed to the information that we want to inform to our readers, sir. Is that correct, sir?
Yes. Basically, you have to keep it straightforward. You don't want to prolong the message either way, but you also want to make it clear and complete so that people who hear the announcement or read the announcement, they get the main idea of it. For example, like before this picture that I'm showing you right now, uh, look at the right one, the announcement. Announcement. Due to the spread of COVID-19, starting January 1st, 2021, passengers must take rapid antigen tests. Please go to the test site and show your ID card by the management. This is a concise way to make an announcement in written form. You have the date of when it started, you have who has to take the rapid test, and you know the reason why this announcement is made, and you know how to do the rapid test, and you know who made the announcement itself. So this is concise, is clear and complete with the information that you need, and also it's straight to the point.
Okay, sir. I get it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Ruben, thank you for your question also. Does anyone else have any more questions?
So far, no.
No, sir. So far, so good, sir.
Okay, thank you for that. Now, Now that you have no more questions, I'm going to give you a little bit exercise about an announcement text. Now, if you can, please join the link that is shown or use the code for the quizzes test that is shown on screen. I will also copy the link so that you can, okay. I've also given the link to the quizzes in the chat if you can. Now, can everyone access the link or even use the code?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Should refresh it. Can everyone join the? Oh, okay. There's one.
Sir, I cannot join, sir. I entered into the link, but it's wrong, sir.
I'll copy it again. If you can't join the link, maybe you can. Okay, there's the second link. And join the link. Maybe you can enter the join code.
Okay, sir.
I've also given it in the chat. Okay, there's 3 people. I'm going to wait a little bit more for the others. Okay. So we're going to start it and now. Yeah, see. Okay, thank you everyone for doing this small exercise. You can leave that homepage and we'll discuss the answers in the presentation again. Now, after you're done, let's discuss the answers. Now, There are some question. There are 5 questions based on the exercise. The first question was in the quizzes it was jumbled, but here I reordered it so that you won't be so confused about the structure. The first question was, what does the text tell us? Now, the first text, it was an announcement text for a band show. The second one, when will the show be held? Based on the text, it will be held in the evening in Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. Now, for the phrase of we present the famous singers, these words refers to the singers. The fourth questions, who made the announcement? That is based on the announcement, the second announcement text, and the answer to that question was Chairman Lucy. And lastly, which statement below is true about the text? The correct answer was the event will be held on August 13 at 1 p.m. Okay, students, thank you for attending so far. We've reached the end of our discussion, but I'm going to ask you some review time. Okay. Now, for the first questions, were there any difficulties when following the lesson?
No,
Does
sir,
anyone?
it's fine
No,
for
sir.
me.
No, sir.
Okay, thank you all. Now, is there anything that you still don't understand? Maybe the meaning, the structures?
No, sir, it's clear enough, sir.
Okay, thank you, Ruben. Now, I want to ask you something, if you still remember it. What are the structures for an announcement text? Do you all still remember that?
Me, sir, I want to try, sir.
Okay, just mention the 3 categories. You don't have to fully explain.
Uh, the title, the content, and also the person who makes the announcement, sir.
Okay, to be clear, there are 3, Ruben: the title, the content, and the closing. The one who makes the announcement is still considered the content, but for the closing is basically in the form of contact information. Like for further information, you can contact this number, or you can go to this location for further information. That's the closing. But thank you, Ruben. Now for the last one, what is considered content in an announcement text? I explained there are 5 ways to deliver the content. Does anyone still remember? I only need 3. You don't have to tell me all 5. I only need 3.
Is it mostly about we can talk about bad news in our content?
What was it, yeah?
We can talk about bad news in the content, but it has to be direct and concise.
Sorry. That's what you have to look out for when you're making an announcement text.
Oh.
I ask you, what does content consider? What is considered content in a form of announcement text?
Is it the what, when, and how, or
Yeah.
and so on and so forth?
Yeah,
Of,
that's it.
yeah.
Thank you, Jerry.
Okay.
So please remember, the content in announcement text, it refers to whom you're making the announcement for, when the event for the announcement is being held, where it's being held, who was the one who writing the announcement, and what is the purpose of the announcement. Those are the contents of the announcement text. Okay, thank you, everyone. I'm also to remind you that there is going to be a homework. The homework is simple enough. You have to make an announcement text based on the themes that I give you below. There are a graduation announcement, job announcement, business announcements, events, and loss and found. Now, you can download and submit the template from the Padlet link below. Now, this is the end of our lesson for today. Thank you so much for attending on a Saturday. That's all for me, and see you next week. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you all.